you tuned into yesterday's show, you know that today is part 2 of a discussion on teens and sex. Let's take a look at a clip from yesterday's show. How many women you been with in the last month?
The last month, 44.
What's the most number of women you've been with in one day?
Shoot, one day. If day is good, I get up to 5. What's up?
The oldest guy I've been with was 27, and he was married, and he was a cop.
You're 16, he was 29?
I was 15.
You were 15, he was 29. Where do you have it at the party?
Well, sometimes in the bathroom.
In the bathroom? Well, those were some of our guests from yesterday's show. They're still with us. They are in the audience today. We can still talk to Jay and everybody else who was on yesterday. The statistics basically say it all today. 2 out of 4 girls and 3 out of 4 boys are sexually active by the time they're 18. And AIDS is the 6th leading cause of death among young people. Today we'll talk to a college student who contracted AIDS from her steady boyfriend. And later in the show, some family members of our teen guests and 2 psychologists who were also with us on the last show who specialize in teen issues. Same audience is here. We have an all-teen audience. I just changed my jacket. I'm still wearing the same blouse. And it's about 5 minutes after we just taped our last show. Let's meet our next guest. They're all teens. This is 19-year-old Kyle Kinnard, who has been with 85 women and only used protection with 5 of those 85 women. He says he knows about AIDS, but why not die happy?
What a smart aleck remark, huh?
This is 16-year-old Amanda Guzzle, who lost her virginity at the age of 12. Now, Kyle was one of her sexual partners, by the way. And, you know, he's had 85 partners, and she doesn't like condoms, so that's part of that story. This is 15-year-old Kara, who lost her virginity at the age of 14. In 100 sexual experiences, she's only used a condom twice. This is 16-year-old Wilfredo, who lost his virginity when he was 8 years old. He says condoms don't feel good, and he's already gotten 2 women pregnant. This is 13-year-old Lynn McConnell. She lost her virginity at the age of 12 and refuses to wear condoms, or to use condoms. And this is 17-year-old Patrilla, who lost her virginity at 14. She says even though her 28-year-old boyfriend cheats on her, she continues to have unprotected sex with him. Again, it's shocking information. We had an equal number of these kind of statistics on the first show. Lynn, what'd you say?
I was just saying that wasn't true. I do not refuse to wear condoms.
You don't refuse?
No, I do not.
I'm sorry, you say I don't use condoms all the time, right?
No, I do not.
Okay.
But
so how is that different than refusing to wear condoms?
No, I use them. I choose to wear them. But when I don't have them, then I don't use them.
Based on what do you make that decision? You're 13 years old.
Yes, I am.
What makes you make that decision? When do you use them, when don't you?
Well, if I don't have a condom and he doesn't have a condom at the time, and I feel like doing it, then I just do it.
So if it's there, you use it, and if not, it doesn't matter, okay?
It's not that it doesn't matter, it matters to me, but
not a lot. Okay. Your mother is here, by the way. We have family members all backstage listening to the show. They'll be joining us in a little bit. Let's start talking to Kyle, though, first. Kyle, you're 19.
Yeah.
You have had sex with 85 girls.
Yes, I have.
You started at what age?
When I was about 10, 11 years old.
You became sexually active?
Yeah.
And of the 85 girls, you've only used protection with 5 of them.
Yeah, 5.
Why, knowing what you know, knowing what we all know about AIDS, why don't you use a condom?
Well, it's, you know, like I told your producer, it's like eating something and putting a condom on your tongue and not tasting it. You know, you can't feel nothing. You
Okay.
know,
It's an interesting way to put it, but
ain't no
I can
sense in it.
rephrase that, but he's saying that it kills. It isn't as much fun. It doesn't feel as good. Okay. One of your sexual partners was Amanda, correct?
Yes, it was.
How much of a relationship have you had? Is it a serious relationship?
No, never serious. No.
It's not serious?
None of my relationships serious.
Amanda, was it serious to you?
Hell no.
It wasn't. It wasn't. Do you tell her you love her? I mean, how far is
Oh, I tell every girl I love her, you know. I don't mean it.
You do?
No.
Why do you tell every girl you love her?
This part of my game.
It's part of your game?
Yeah.
And including Amanda?
Oh, yeah. Hell yeah.
You told Amanda you loved her. Amanda, did you ever believe it?
Nope, because I didn't love him.
What is your... Huh?
No, because if I would have loved him, he would have got $500 from me like another man that did, and he would have got clothes. The only thing he got from me was a pack of Newports and a Burger King Whopper meal. So, it's not like,
Yeah. Go ahead.
You used condoms 5 times. Why did you use it those 5 times?
They was virgins.
Oh, I see.
virgins?
So if you're a virgin, you use a condom.
Yeah.
I see.
This is Peggy Smith, by the way, talking, a psychologist, and also Dr. Betty Orlandino. What do you want to say, Dr. Betty?
This is not a game, it's a deadly game. And I think you need to think about that real carefully.
So the 5 girls were virgins, and that's why you didn't use a condom. I'm not sure what difference that would make to you, but
Well,
that was your choice.
Yeah.
Okay. Amanda, I didn't understand what you said about 500. So you gave somebody $500?
yeah, one of my guys I used to talk to, I gave him $500 in 2 days, and got him some clothes and stuff. I didn't get caught on nothing. I got him a pack of Newports and a Burger King Whopper meal. $2.99.
You are.
All it worth. Ain't worth nothing else.
Let me. Go ahead. Yeah. Go ahead.
Why did you give him the $500 to sleep with you? Is that what
me
you
and
do?
him, we was together for a while.
So you
Okay.
pay people to be with you. You give him.
We did things for each other. That's what I'm saying.
Okay, you are
And
16
he
years
gave me
old.
money.
You're 16 years old, right?
Yeah.
You lost your virginity at the age of 12. Where did this happen when you were 12 years old?
Bleachers.
Bleachers. With whom? With who? Who was the guy? Who was the guy, Amanda?
This guy I used to talk to.
You're 16. Are you still in school?
No, I'm not.
You're not in school.
No.
You're living at home.
Yes, I am.
Where are you having all the sex that you're having?
Well, I haven't had sex for a while, so I mean, I can't say that I've been having it at my house. So
You have had
I
that
have
home?
it in a car, in a park. In my
You've
bed,
been
if I
with-
want to, I will have sex in my bed, and can't nobody say nothing about it.
Your mom? Does your mom know? Does your mom know?
My
what's
mom
going on?
knows about a couple of the incidents, but
How many partners have you had?
about 20.
About 20 partners. Your mom is here today, right?
Yes, she
She
is.
is here. You've been sneaking out of the house?
No, I've been snuck out for a long time. Like I tell my mom, if I'm gonna leave, I'm gonna leave.
Are you afraid of getting AIDS?
Nope.
Why not?
Because AIDS, you don't think about it. Waterloo is not that big. AIDS, like you see on TV and stuff, AIDS is not really in Waterloo. I mean, in Waterloo, it's not that big. And there ain't too many people that I know in Waterloo that do have AIDS. So I'm not
This
worried
is
about it.
shocking that it can't come to a small town.
This is a common misconception of
Everybody got to die sometime.
of young people in general, and that sense of immortality.
Yeah.
They haven't
Yeah.
experienced friends dying and witnessed it firsthand. Viruses don't discriminate.
No.
They don't know
We have an
gender
interesting
or-
map we're going to show you later in the show of how much AIDS there was in this country about 12 or 13 years ago and how much there is now. And it definitely can come to Waterloo, Iowa. Trust me, when you see this map, it's a little bit scary. Let me introduce Kara. Kara, you're 15 years old, lost your virginity last year. Okay? You have been with 6 partners. What kind of age are these guys that you're with? You are 15. How old are the guys?
Well, my oldest was 21.
21 years old.
Yeah.
Did he know you were 15?
Yeah.
He did know. You have been with more than one guy in, say, a week?
Yep.
How many?
2.
2 guys in the same week?
Yes.
When's the last time? Does your mom know how sexually active you are, by the way?
No, she doesn't.
The last time you had sex was when?
Sunday morning.
Morning where? Where? Hang on.
Well, first of all, Kyle said he's just playing the game. Well, I'm gonna let you know you're gonna lose in the game of life. And you,
That's all right.
what's your
That's
name,
all right.
Amanda? You say you've been in the back seat of cars and stuff. I bet you your behind be itching and you be burning every day.
But I bet you be out there doing the same thing I be doing.
Ain't no girl cat that good for me to be trying to do all of that. I ain't getting burnt by nobody.
Okay.
I'd like to know while all you out there having sex, do you ever have time for like school?
Yes, I do.
I'm out of school.
Kara, are you in school?
Yes, I'm
You're
on
still in
independent
school.
studies.
And I am going back
Does
to school.
your mom knows? I mean, what does she tell you about having sex?
She doesn't tell me nothing. My
Can you
sister's the one that tells me.
Melissa's your sister, right? Does your mom, if you want to have sex in the house, are you allowed?
No.
What did she tell
told
you
me to go out and do it in the backseat of a car.
Your mom did?
Yeah.
Your mom did. How do you feel? Hang on a sec. How do you feel about getting pregnant? Because that's another issue that...
I want to get pregnant.
You want to get pregnant?
I want a baby.
You're 15 years old. Why do you want a baby?
Well, cause
you know that your life is never the same if you have a child. Why do you want a baby?
Because right now I take care of my nephew, and my life's like based around my nephew, and I take care of him most of the time.
If you want somebody to take care of, what about a pet, you know?
I had a pet. I had a dog, but we moved into an apartment, so we had to get rid of the dog.
And so now, okay, well.
And ain't nobody can tell me to get rid of my baby.
We'll take a break. We'll come back and talk to Alfredo, who has been with 30 women, including 15 one-night stands, lost his virginity at the age of 8. We'll be right back. We're back, and we've talked to Kyle, who is 19. Kara is, or Amanda's 16. Kara is 15. It was very, it's just shocking to hear a 15-year-old girl, not only does she want to be pregnant, but the reason she wants to be pregnant is because they had a dog and the mother gave the dog away, and now she wants a baby. It's just, what do you even say to somebody like that? Anybody want to respond? Any one of our doctors?
Well, you know, you look at this, obviously there's an unmet need there, and the typical ways that kids they have their needs met is not being met by this young lady. But I'd like to ask her a question. When you have sex with men, or young men, do they give you things? Jewelry, clothes?
Some of them have.
Clothes?
Some of them have. It ain't prostitution.
No, I mean, that's... What's the point of the question?
It ain't prostitution.
I'm trying to find out what's the point of the
The
question.
point of the question is that a lot of young girls see that sex is a type of currency. It's not prostitution, but it's a way to get things. Prostitution is when you get cash.
Okay, you're either getting emotionally or something physically.
Yes, there are two types of rewards.
Okay.
An emotional feel-good or a reward that is in form of
So then,
tennis
Kara,
shoes
what's
or
in it for you?
jewelry.
Why do you want to have this much sex?
I don't have that much sex. I mean, I've had sex with the same person for 2.5 months.
Okay, that's...
And other than that, it's always been relationships.
Last year you were 14 and lost your virginity. You've had 6 partners since then.
Yeah.
For a 15-year-old, that's a lot. Having sex at all is a lot, but 6 partners is quite a bit for being 15. Let me introduce Alfredo. You're 16 years old. You lost your virginity at 8?
At 8. In
I
my
didn't know that
grandmother's
was
washroom.
even... Who were you with? How old was the girl?
9.
So, you were 8 years old, you're now 16, you've had quite a few years of sexual activity.
Yes.
Who are you having, how old of a woman have you been with at this point? You're now 16.
The oldest?
27.
27.
I was 30.
Are you living at home? Are you having sex at home?
Sometimes.
Does your mom know that?
No.
She doesn't know that. She's backstage, you know. You say you play what you call sex games with friends. What do you mean by that?
We like sit at the porch. We sit on our porch, and any girl that walk past, we'll talk to them and get their number.
Trying to pick them up. Okay. You've been with more than one girl in the same night?
Yes.
Under what circumstances was that?
I went to one girl's house like around 5 o'clock. Then I left her house around 7 and went to the next girl around 7:30.
Did the girls know about? They didn't know about each other, right? When you do something like this, are you using protection?
Excuse me?
Are you using protection when you do something like that?
No.
You're not. Okay, go ahead.
This one goes out to Kyle.
Kyle, this is for you.
Do you think you're some kind of Mac or something with 85 women?
Yeah, 86 would be your girl.
Well, then why? Check this out for a second. look at that woman right next to you. Look at her.
But wait, this is not about that. Why is it? Let me tell you something. It's not about that. It's not about that. It's not about that. Hey, Kyle.
You need to sit down because you don't look good.
Amanda, I'm sorry. Amanda,
down.
it's not about that, Amanda. Let me go back to Kyle. Kyle, why would you say something like that so antagonistic? Why?
Well, it's true, you know. If his girl walking by me, I'm gonna talk to her ass.
I don't think so.
Cause you ain't doing nothing for her. You ain't doing nothing for
It's
her.
not about that. It's not about that.
She need me.
Let's go back to Wilfredo. Let's go back to Wilfredo. Okay. You had girls coming to the house?
Yes.
You ever get caught? Did your mom catch you?
No.
When did you run out of the house? Oh, you ran out of a girl's house one time.
Yes.
What happened there?
Well, we almost got caught.
By
and
her
I had
mother?
to jump out the window naked.
Okay. Lynn was talking earlier in the show. You are 13 years old. You lost your virginity last year.
Yes,
So
I
you've been
did.
sexually active for a year. You've been with 7 men.
Just about.
And you say that you don't necessarily. What do you mean just about?
It's been about 6 or 7.
6 or 7. You don't necessarily use condoms, you say, right?
Huh?
You don't necessarily use condoms, right?
There's only 2 guys I've ever not used a condom with.
And why not with them?
Well, because one guy, we were going out for 7.5 months, and just at one point, I didn't use a condom because we didn't have it. And then the other guy,
Your mother
was buzzed. I wasn't thinking.
You mean you're drinking too?
No, it wasn't my fault. The punch that I was drinking was spiked, and I did not know.
Okay. Do you have a boyfriend now? Do you have a
No, I
boyfriend
just
now?
broke up with him.
Okay, but I understand from your interview that you actually had sexual activity with him with other people around?
Yes, I have.
How did that happen? What circumstances?
Well,
it's just that much more shocking because you're so young. And were you at home? Was your mother around?
No, it wasn't. It wasn't at my house.
Where was it?
It was over at his house.
And who was there?
My sister-in-law was there. His cousin was there. And I think his little brother was there.
In the same...
His little brother was 14 though.
But I'm talking about in the same room?
They were on the other side, turned the other direction.
But they were in the same room?
Yes, they were.
Okay. You were 13 years old when this was
Yes,
going
I
on?
was.
How old was the boy you were with, your boyfriend?
My boyfriend, he was 19.
Yes, yes.
How many of these girls and boys are drinking alcohol around the time they're having sex? Are y'all drinking when you're having sex?
Oh, no.
Sometimes.
Everybody's saying no. And then Patrilla, you say no too? This is Patrilla. She is 17,
Wine
right?
coolers, malt liquor.
Malt liquor. Okay.
The number one reason people don't practice safe sex is that they're drinking when they're having sex.
And they're not thinking clearly.
They're not thinking?
Sure.
They're not
Okay.
thinking.
Me too.
Now, Patrilla, you are 17. You lost your virginity at 14.
Right.
How many sexual partners have you had up since then?
About 10.
About 10. Don't use protection all the time?
Nah.
Okay. You have a boyfriend?
Yeah.
How old?
He's 28.
Okay. You're 17, he's 28?
Right.
Is it an exclusive relationship? Doesn't he cheat on you?
At the beginning, he did.
He did. He's been with other people. And then he comes back to you and you have sex with him, right? Unprotected. Doesn't that scare you?
Yeah.
Okay. Then why aren't you using protection?
Robbers just don't feel right.
Just don't feel right. Okay. What do you want to say?
Thank you. It's true.
Go ahead.
Hi, I'd just like to say
Say it loud.
I'd just like to say that the only safe sex is no sex at all.
That is true. What do you want to say, Lynn? What do you want to say? Hang on. What do you want to say?
I want to say something.
Yeah.
They say to use protection or don't have sex at all. Look at condoms. They leak. People get pregnant by them. They get diseases from them.
That's why she's
It's
saying...
just the same thing as regular even having
No,
sex.
that's why she's saying no sex is the only safe sex. Yes,
Everybody got different decisions.
Yeah, everybody got
See, she got a different decision from me.
different
See, I
opinions.
like sex, she don't.
Are you having sex?
She's got a different... You're not sexually
That's your
active.
opinion. That's
How old
not
are
yours.
you? You're 16. Let me take the same survey I took yesterday.
Until you have sex, don't be saying that. I'll tell you that much.
Hang on, guests. We have an all-teen audience. If you are a virgin in this audience, please raise your hand. All the virgins, raise your hand. Okay. That's an awful lot. That's an awful lot. We'll come back from this break and we'll meet Melissa Marsh, a young college student who got the HIV virus from her steady boyfriend. talking to teens. All of our audience is teen, or almost all of our audience is teenagers. Our guests are teens who are having sex, unprotected sex, a lot of sex. And it's very frustrating because we don't seem to be able to get through. And I'm hoping that our next guest will be able to. She says that she was involved with one man who didn't have a lot of partners and was more concerned about, she was actually more concerned about getting pregnant than she was about getting AIDS. This is Melissa March, who at 19 years old contracted the HIV virus from your steady boyfriend.
Mm-hmm.
How did you find out about this?
Actually, his ex-girlfriend called us up. She had her friend call us up and tell us that she was dying of AIDS and hang up.
Who got the phone call?
I did.
She was calling for him, though. This was, so he got it from...
We were together, we were living together, we'd been together for about a year.
How old were you when this happened?
19.
You were 19.
I was in college.
So you have a boyfriend for what, a year? You're dating for a year.
Our biggest concern was that I was going to get pregnant. That's what we talked about. Like I wanted to finish school. I didn't want to have a baby.
So you weren't using protection because
I was on a pill.
Okay.
And when I went off the pill, we used protection because I didn't want to get pregnant.
Right. So now the ex-girlfriend, I guess, went away to Europe?
And when she came back, she went in to go get tested for other things. You go to the gynecologist, and they said, "Do you want an HIV test?" And she said, "Sure, whatever." And then she went back 2 weeks later, and they told her. It was devastating.
And so you get this phone call,
like a random phone call in the middle. I was starting school. It was a Friday. I was starting school on Tuesday. I thought my life was over. I mean, I wasn't very well educated about the difference between HIV and AIDS, how long you can live, what you can do. All I knew was sick people in hospitals dying.
What was your first of all? Did you stay together? Did you split up? What happened?
We went in and got tested together and stayed together through that. We had to wait 2 weeks. You have to wait 2 weeks to get your results. The worst time anybody could ever experience in their whole life.
What was that 2 weeks like for you?
It was hell. It was absolute hell. I had all these. I wanted to talk to my parents. I wanted their support, but I was scared to tell them. I was scared to talk to my boyfriend. I was so angry at him. I took all the anger and put it on him. I was like, "It's your fault." And
then you finally did split up with him?
I left him soon afterwards. We were both 19, and it was really hard. I mean, all of a sudden we had, in all the other stuff we had to deal with HIV too, and my anger at him and our fears and worries about living and what we were going to do.
You didn't even leave the house for like 3 months, you said.
Well, then, what I did is I went home to my parents' house, and I called them. It was kind of like this random thing to even call them. If I thought about it, I probably wouldn't have done it.
Is that how you told them on the phone?
Yeah, I told them on the phone. I feel really bad, and
How did that go? Well, how do you tell your parents that you have HIV?
I just said it. I said I have AIDS. I didn't even know the difference at that point between HIV and AIDS. I said,
what did they say? What did they do?
They were devastated. They said, "Well, can we call you back?" And I was crying, and I said, "Yes." They called me back like 4 hours later. Obviously, they'd been bawling and talking through it, and they said, "Okay, what do you need?" And I said, "I want to come home." And so they came. I was going to school in Portland, Oregon, so they came and picked me up and drove me home. Didn't get out of bed. I thought I was going to die. Just stayed at home. Didn't want to go anywhere. I was always like going, I would be okay 1 minute, and then the next minute I'd be totally freaking out, totally scared. Why me kind of stuff. Like, what did I do wrong to deserve? Do I deserve this?
This is when you were 19 that this happened. You're now 22? What's your status now health-wise?
I am fine. I'm doing really well. I take good care of myself. I try really hard.
Do you feel our frustration when you hear these as young as 13 years old having unprotected sex? Can you feel that with us? Because it's like they just think, people think it can't happen to them.
It makes me really sad. I mean, I'm really, really, really sad, and especially for the young women. I feel like there's not a lot of power being taken in their situations. Like, they're not taking the power to be strong and to make their decisions.
We've had a couple of guests on these teen shows that said, well, I come from a small town and AIDS can't come to my small town.
It's not true, because I've met a lot of teenagers with HIV doing the work that I've done, and a lot of them come from small towns, and a lot of them can't tell the people around them. They won't tell their partners because they're scared of the alienation. People come from all over the place who get HIV.
What do you want to say to especially Lynn, who is 13 years old, or any of our teenage guests, what can you say to them to maybe try to get through?
What could I say to them? Well, I think that meeting me helps, because you can really realize that you can't tell what a person looks like who has HIV or who doesn't. I think it's really important to respect yourself and to make the decisions based on what you want, and to make sure that you're not getting yourself into situations that you shouldn't be in.
Because, Kyle here says, sex is so great, I'd rather die happy if I get AIDS. You just don't care?
I care, it's just,
Not enough to use protection, though.
Yeah.
If it happens, I mean, do you ever think about, seriously, if you just go get tested and it's in your face that you do have it?
Yeah, last time I got tested was like 2 months ago,
But all testing's going to do is let you know whether you have it or not. It's not going to stop it.
True.
What do you say to people who say, you know, one of our guests said, I'd rather, you know, die from AIDS than a shotgun to the head.
I feel
or some
sorry for
drive-by
them.
shooting.
I mean,
you know?
I feel like they need to be educated. They need to teach themselves. They need to care. I mean, I think what I've learned through finding out I had HIV is that I care so much about my life and like what I'm doing and what I want to be doing. And I wish I could give all that feeling of like I don't know how long I have and give it to every teenager and say, just imagine that you don't know how long you have and you really need to live your life to the best and like care about yourself because nobody else is going to do it for you. You have to do it for yourself.
Yes, go ahead.
Well, personally, I really kind of don't really feel sorry for him because he know better. But to all the people, if you know that you can get AIDS and stuff, why don't y'all just get some protection and protect yourself?
It's that's what I've been saying for the last 2 shows here. Yeah.
This is for Melissa. You said you contracted the virus when you were 19, and you're now 22. Were you still sexually active in those 3 years?
Yes, I have. I live with my boyfriend now, who I've been
You
with
have
for
a new
year.
boyfriend now, right? Not the same guy.
No, different.
And you
boyfriend.
are sexually active with him.
Yeah, of course.
And there's no risk to him now.
Well, we practice safe sex.
Yes. So by that you mean you use condoms and that's enough protection for you? Okay. Now what about the fact, excuse me, I don't mean to question you, but I always thought that condoms weren't foolproof.
Well, I always put it to people this way. I say, you know, everybody, one thing I'm lucky, my boyfriend's lucky I know. My boyfriend's lucky I'm willing to talk about it and I'm willing to tell him because there are a lot of people out there who are having sex with their boyfriends and not saying one way or the other.
Who know they have HIV, yes. Yeah. Go ahead.
If I am going to have sex and he's going to have sex and we have thought about how we feel about it and what we feel is safe and what we don't, which is what every single person who's going to have sex should have done before they start a new partner.
Yes.
You have to assume that that person could, you know, essentially might have HIV. How do you feel about them? How are you know?
That's
What do
a
you feel
safe way to do it.
with?
Just assume everybody has it, and you'll be maybe then people will be a lot more careful. We're going to take a break and come back, and we'll meet the moms and family and friends of our teen guests today. Be right back. Okay, we're back, and we have added some of our family members to our panel. I want you to meet Amanda's mother, Sharon. She says she constantly gripes at Amanda to use condoms, but Amanda thinks she's indestructible, which is what everyone seems to think today. So we heard some pretty surprising things. Did you hear anything that you didn't know back there?
Just about Kyle.
About Kyle? What's your feeling about Kyle, by the way?
He's going to get a whipping when he gets home.
By you?
Yes.
You're not his mother.
I don't care.
Why are you upset with him?
Why use condoms with a virgin? And just because they're a virgin, why use a condom with a virgin?
But he's been telling your daughter he loves her just to have them sleep together, and he says he never did. He just says that to all the girls. Does that bother you?
He's a player.
There'll always be a Kyle.
Oh, there's always going to be a
player
Kyle.
because he ain't very good at it because he always got caught up.
How do you try to deal with your daughter's sexual activity?
Talk.
You talk?
We talk about it, yes.
She's seeing these older men?
Yes.
The oldest, what's the oldest with you, Amanda?
The oldest guy I've ever been with?
Yeah.
26.
26, and you're 16.
I was 14 at the time.
So how do you tell her, you were 14, he was 26?
Yes.
How do you tell her to stop seeing older men?
She can't. She can't tell me to stop seeing older men because that's what I choose today. I don't like no little boy. He immature. He ain't gonna satisfy me.
Do you feel like your daughter's out of control, or are you trying to do something about her activity?
No, she's pretty much in control. I don't like all the sex that she has.
Is she still seeing Kyle?
No.
Hell no.
Kyle, you say no? Okay.
You go to school?
You don't?
No, I do not. I'm starting
She's
school
going
in
back
June.
to school.
You don't like the sex she has. You say that as
well,
you
if I
have
start school, I start school in June, and in December I will get my GED and I start my nursing college in January. So thank you very much. I rest my case, and you don't know nothing about my life and the life I've had, so you cannot say
Amanda,
nothing.
we were trying to. You promise. Why are you so defensive? Are you embarrassed about anything you're doing?
No, I'm not embarrassed about nothing.
Okay.
But what I'm saying is that if she's not me, she don't know where I come from, what kind of family I come from, or nothing. So she has not. I mean, my mom should know the most about me.
We know a little bit about you. We do know a little bit about you.
I know what you've said today.
Okay, we're basing on what we've heard today. Let me introduce Renee. This is Kara's sister, correct? Now, Kara's 15. You're her older sister. You're 20 years old. The part about Kara that was so shocking to us is she wants a baby.
Yes,
do you know that? Do you know how badly she wants a baby? Do you see? I mean, what do you see her doing?
I go to school full time and I work, and she watches my son probably a good 12 hours out of the day. And I have a 10-month-old, and she tells me to save his clothes and, you know, and all my baby stuff, and you name it, she tells me to save it, you know. And
somebody told me that you were crying backstage.
No. Yesterday night I was.
You were crying?
Yeah, I talked to, I believe, a producer.
Why?
Because she doesn't understand that, you know, AIDS. If she had a chance to get AIDS, if I knew that within the next year she'd be HIV positive and have full-blown AIDS within 2 years, or to die in my arms, I'd choose for her to die in my arms today. It's just, I don't want her to see her go through it. I wish she could see somebody who, you know, had full-blown AIDS where they're 60 pounds, you know, they don't weigh anything. We've had a family member probably about 2 years ago die of AIDS.
And that didn't have an impact?
We weren't that close to him, but...
Most of you girls up there and guys are the same age as me or younger.
How old are you?
I'm 16.
Okay.
If you get pregnant, you can have an abortion. But if you get AIDS, you can't abort AIDS. You can't get rid of AIDS. What are you going to do?
She wouldn't even want an abortion. You want to have a child.
She wants a baby.
It's also, how much of it is environment? You say she's hanging out with people you call the hood rats? What is that?
Hood rats, they're
sounds like a cartoon show, but it's not.
Sleep around, you know, with guys after guys after guys after guys.
Excuse me, I do not sleep around, okay?
Wait a second.
But hold on. But I do not sleep around. I have not had sex for almost 2 months now.
Save it. Save it for the next show. I don't want to hear it.
All right.
You know, maybe I slept for 20 minutes in my life, but you think I'm 16 years old. I started at 12, okay? That's 5 minutes a year. That's not that much.
We're going to take a break. Hang on. We're going to take a break. We're going to come back and talk to Wilfredo, who, by the way, is waiting as we speak for the results of his AIDS test. We'll be right back. Wilfredo's mother, Maria, who says she's very worried about her 16-year-old son's promiscuous behavior. They are currently waiting for the results of his AIDS test. Are you nervous about that, Maria?
Kind of.
Yeah. You say that, how many girls call the house in like an average day?
25 or more.
Calling the house for, what are they, do you talk to them at all? What are they saying?
They just ask for him, and I just tell them he's not home, and they just hang up the phone. Sometimes they don't even give a name.
How did you even find out he was sexually active?
When 2 girls called my house saying they were pregnant.
And how old was he?
This happened a couple of months ago.
A few months ago?
Yeah.
Because he's been sexually active, he says, since 8 years old.
I just found out.
You didn't know that. So you say 2 girls were pregnant?
Yes, ma'am.
What happened to the babies?
They had abortions.
They did?
Yeah.
He's also seeing, the oldest you say you've been with Wilfredo is what, 27 years old?
Yes.
You were 15, she was 27?
Yeah.
Did you know he was seeing someone that old?
No, she could be old enough to be his mom. I don't know, she don't have no business doing it with a 15-year-old.
That's one thing that quite a few of our guests, these last 2 shows on teens, It's interesting how many of them have very much older sexual partners. 15 and 27.
There's some good statistics on that, which is very problematic. It's a problem in this country. The estimate is 40% of the babies that are conceived among teenagers are conceived by men who are not teenagers, and some of them are not 20, they're 30, and they're 40, and they're 50. And I want to know, let's take it off these girls' responsibility. I want to know what a 45-year-old man is doing having sex with a 16-year-old girl.
You're right. Lynn, who is 13 years old, what are you saying to your mom?
She's over here telling me that I can't say this and I can't say that because she's going to let it all out. And I know what she's been saying, too.
She's threatening to say something about you? Does she have some information on you?
It doesn't matter to me.
Huh?
It doesn't matter.
Melissa, she doesn't have anything to say about me. She has no business talking.
All I'm going to say about this is that my daughter is 13. She says already 6 to 7 men in 1 year. Excuse me, I'm not saying that these kids are any better, okay? But the statistics for...
Look at the things you do.
Give me a break, you lady. I'm open.
Listen to me. I'm going to say this. Hold on.
Say it. Hey. What's her name? We're talking to Lynn right now. Oh. Never mind. You don't have to. Never mind for Lynn. We're talking to Lynn. Who wants to say something to Lynn? Yeah, go ahead.
But that's your mother, regardless of what she do. She grown. You still the child.
But see, you don't know my mother.
But still, she grown. You don't know.
No, I want to say something. We'll get further right. Wait, I have company in my house. I have my best friend with me and my ex-boyfriend, which is not my ex-boyfriend, in my house. I catch her rubbing and squeezing up against some Mexican guy that she don't even know. There's company in the house.
Okay, hang on 1 second. Go ahead. Lynn, up here. Sharon?
If your mama jump off a bridge, you gonna jump off a bridge too?
I didn't hear who called the show about doing the show today. Melissa, you did. This is your older sister. Melissa, you're 18. Oh. You're 18. Are you concerned for your young sister?
Yep.
What's the problem? How is she?
Because she has the tendency of dating Navy men. And I don't agree with that.
Tendency of what? I didn't hear you.
I don't agree with that.
I didn't hear you.
I said I don't agree with what she's doing. I have told her it is the age difference. It's a big age difference. She is prison bait. Okay, these men.
But why do you think your mom is not controlling her daughter?
She hasn't been able to.
Why not?
Because she's out doing pretty much the same thing.
I am.
And wait a minute. Hold on. What happened all those weekends you took
know what? We got to take a break. We'll take it up as soon as we come back. Same conversation. Be right back.
If your real life story is better than fiction, or if you have a show idea that you think is truly unique, call The Jenny Jones Show at 312-836-9456.
Dr. Betty, if you could jump in here with we were just talking to Sharon, who is the mom. Lynn, her daughter, is 13. Melissa is 18. And the feeling you get is that, you know, Lynn says, well, my mother's doing things with guys, and why shouldn't I? And we do learn by example.
Of course.
What do you want to say to Sharon, to the mom?
That the parents have to get in control of their own lives first. How are these kids supposed to make decisions on that are in their best
Sharon,
interest?
do you feel like maybe you don't have the control that you want over your daughter?
Beg your pardon?
Do you feel like you don't have the control you would like over your daughter?
You don't know what kind of control I want right now.
Over her now?
Yes.
You seem angry. Why?
I am.
Why?
She's over here threatening me and telling me that I can't say anything about her situation.
I'm not threatening her. I'm not threatening you.
Well, talk then. You the mama. If you ain't got control of your house, something wrong, girlfriend.
How can a 13-year-old threaten her mother? That's what we don't understand.
No, I'm not saying threaten. She's just, I'm not saying threaten, but yes, sure. Okay.
I told you it's not threatening.
No, I'm not saying that I'm doing any better. Okay, I'm not saying. My concern for this one right here is I've been told by friends of hers, I've been told by friends of mine, I've been told by people I don't even know that they're watching my 12 and 13-year-old daughter come out of hotel rooms.
Sister Melissa, why don't you take the last word here and say something to all of our team guests who are practicing unsafe sex?
Well, I feel like the audience is being very judgmental of the people up here because it only takes one time, and it doesn't matter how many partners you have or whether people think you're a slut or not. That's not the issue. The issue is like taking care of yourself and using that condom every time.
And a lot of the people say, you know, it's so great, it feels better without a condom. Sex may be great, but it sure isn't worth dying for. That's what I feel great. Yeah, I agree with that. Thank you all very much, everyone. Thank you for watching.
Guests of the Jenny Jones Show stay at the Best Western Inn of Chicago, located just steps from Michigan Avenue. For reservations, call 1-800-557-BEST.